Hello guys, welcome back to another video. This is Drippy Mike reporting back in, and I just like to say sorry for being away for a little while. I've been doing quite a lot of things, and yeah, I've got a lot on my plate, so thank you for still supporting me and stuff. I'm gonna just try and upload way more, so yeah, thank you. What anime should I review? Yes, Magi, the fantastical adventure series that introduced the little magical boy Aladdin and his best friend Alibaba. We first see our main protagonist when we find out that Alibaba works a depressing job for some smelly old merchant and is forced to transport his goodies or else he's gonna get fired. So our boy Aladdin takes pity on him by eating the goodies and pissing off Alibaba even more than he was before. But even before all of that, we find out Aladdin is some sort of magical deity called a Magi, which makes kings, and he was granted one wish and chose to be friends with Ali frickin' Baba. I mean, any wish and you choose to be friends with a blonde dude with a bad attitude. I guess it's just destiny, as they say in the show. Fast forward a few episodes, and after many attempts of Aladdin's persistence, Alibaba just stops giving a shit and lets him tag along. And so they are walking the streets of wherever they are and find a girl all chained up. Alibaba tells Aladdin, who is obviously oblivious to everything, that she works for a slave trader, which means she has no freedom. This saddens our boy Aladdin, and so like a true menace, breaks the chains. And we are now introduced to the strange girl who fights by kicking things, and is extremely strong for no apparent reason. Except later on we find out she's a part of an ancient dystopian clan of warriors, who kill shit, called the Finalies. And they somehow just let themselves be put into slavery. Makes sense. Later on, both Aladdin and Alibaba finds himself in a little bit of a pickle. After transporting this fat dude's wine, both Aladdin and Alibaba soon realize what a selfish prick he is and dump his wine into this monster's hole. But before the monster hole grabs a hold of side character number 1, Morgiana just runs in and gets trapped. And so they throw their wine in it and it gets drunk. W plan. They save the day, and so all three of our main characters run away using Ugo, which is a giant guy inside of Aladdin's flute that Aladdin blows on. So that's basically what happens in the start. Part 2. Morals. Nah, but in all seriousness, this anime goes hard when it comes to getting its main points across. The intricate messages this anime tries to deliver is that being humane can create both unjustified and justified means to one's ends. Which is why you have the people of Magi opposing each other's views and having two sides. Wars, corruptions, extortions have plagued humanity as a whole, and the perspective of purity and lawfulness was slowly being flushed out. The primal desires of conquest and power-blinded people destroyed the truth, which created the main villain All-Farman, and represented the hatred, resentfulness, and despise humans had towards each other. The show makes it so Aladdin represents the light side of humanity's ability to be forgiving, collaborative, and empathetic. The show focuses on this large divide which humans had, and without equity the hatred grew, and so did the division. Now personally, I can say that this show expertly weaves these values within both the plot and the characters as representations to show you what it's mainly about. I really enjoy seeing these themes being synergized together to make the story more impactful than it already was. Part 3. The characters. The diverse array of character archetypes are what solidify this anime as one of my top fantasies to enjoy. I mean, you can name about just any personality and this anime has it in abundance. Aladdin the clumsy, oblivious child, Alibaba the edgy teen, and Morgiana the socially awkward girl. Each of these characters possessing individualistic traits is what makes the dialogue brimming with energy and excitement. Basically every scene with character interactions in this anime become memorable, because of the unique character traits these characters display. One of my personal favourite characters is Sinbad, who's just an absolute Chad. We see amazing character development and change throughout the course of this anime, as Alibaba has his backstory masterfully woven into his personal development, and it deepens his relations with the plot and the main antagonist. We see this with most of the characters, they have a specified trauma or predetermined destiny that ties in with the plot and makes more sense as the story unravels its mysteries. This interesting twist on the show makes it less predictable and more complex, with everything eventually having its own set purpose and reasoning for occurring. The anime genuinely had some of the most heartfelt moments I have seen in fiction, which I still remember and made me relate to the characters as a whole. The screenplay, dialogue, combined with the seemingly nuanced character developments and backstory, played a huge role in making me want to keep on watching, to see where these characters would eventually end up. Part 4. Plot. In this anime, everything is interconnected by the characters, story, or setting, which creates an element of diversity not seen with other shows alike. The plot directs every emotion, scene, and event that occurs so that it becomes a productive part in giving the story some momentum. This show has some great storylines, with every character's backstory having some sort of relation to the world around them, making you more personally connected to the world, characters, and story. Most scenes have a reason for being directed, or used to convey emotions to give you a sense of whatever the show is portraying. Part 5, the power scaling. The creative and innovative power scaling in this anime goes above and beyond with its characters. I mean, you have multiple unique powers with different conditions, making them useful in different fight scenes and battles. We find out that Jin equips are the metal vessels used by people who capture dungeons, and are given powers through Jins. Dark Jins also exist for the antagonists to use. Then there are magic and magis. These people have the powers to alter reality, and do other sorts of crazy stuff. Altogether, the powers really shine in making this show a universally enjoyable thing to watch. Part 6, World. In every way, the world of manga glues everything together. The connection of it with the characters, the exciting new adventures that the characters have, and so on. Not much is needed to be described here. Part 7, the ending. All these aspects amalgamate into what we know as the entertainment value, which manga definitely has in spades. You really can't get enough of the show, and all the things that hook you into it wanting more. Its infectious writing, characters, and world can be thanked for that. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave a like, sub, and comment. Peace!